Hi guys, welcome to a new edition. Welcome back to my channel. New edition of Weekly Roundup. Let's see what the market has done after a long time. Been taking a break for 2 months. I haven't posted anything much on YouTube. Haven't found the time to record a video as such. So let us see what is Nifty up to. Let's do a weekly roundup. So yeah, Nifty has been keeps on going up. So it's not the best thing to fight the market over here and just follow the trend and stay wise. The most common question I get these days from people is "और कितना चलेगा?" And that is, I think, question must be there in a lot of your minds also, all the viewers. The answer to that's the question best left unanswered because you do not know and you cannot really fight the market. You will pay with your blood if you do that. So best to just follow the trend. And if you really want to have a speculative, preemptive position in the market, then I would suggest go for the far dated one, December 16,000 or 17,000, something like that. You could just buy it and hold a small quantity, not where you have enough ability to add size, as in when the Nifty confirms that it's gonna go down from there. So until that point, I would just recommend have one lot or two lots of Nifty 16,000 or 17,000 puts. It's not gonna cost you much. Let's say about 10,000 bucks of premium. Nothing more than that is what you should be putting. Is what I feel, and that again depends on your risk appetite, right? So this is what Nifty is doing. Now let us look at the heavyweights of the Nifty. This is this is what has taken the market up in the last 1 week, right? So this candle and the line and Nifty candle is more or less the same what you've seen this week. So this is the target which comes up. This was the rectangular consolidation that you have seen. The target goes up till 2500. You can pause the video and check what has happened in between. So I have taken a position over here and I've been in the stock from somewhere over here. So this is what's happening with Reliance. And I would be expecting a target of 2500 very soon, probably this week. And I wouldn't really be surprised if this outperformance by the Reliance could keep on going for another 2 3 weeks because this is if you look at the ratio chart of Reliance divided by Nifty. So all this while it's been underperforming, and this also happens to be the 99 EMA. So it's been taking resistance at this, and this is the first time where it's given a close. So let's say this gives you a breakout above this. You could have quite a ferocious move in Nifty and Reliance. So what does the ratio chart mean? Let us say that the Nifty starts consolidating and goes sideways for a while Reliance keeps going up. So this ratio chart is bound to get better. That means this candle, you could see this candle become so big, or maybe this big. So you can't really say. So I wouldn't be surprised even if by the end of this bull run, you could see Reliance at 3000 ish. Quite possible. So you should not underestimate the power of Mota Bhai because he is Mota Bhai for a reason, right? So this is what Reliance has been doing. Now let us go to Bank Nifty. Yeah, quite a messy chart. Don't mind because it's like a doctor's handwriting. That is because I use these levels to trade intraday or whatever, but I do use these levels a lot, so I'm not comfortable with removing all the lines just to show it to you guys. These are all supply demand lines. Yeah. So this is the case with Bank Nifty. It has given you a final breakout after, let's say, 10 12 weeks of consolidation within this. This was the box. So within this box, it has given you a consolidation all this while and followed by a fresh breakout, right? So if let's say that you get a pullback opportunity towards 36,200 or 36,300, you should be going long with a stop loss of 36,000 or 35,900, whatever suits you. So positionally, this is still bullish, and you could Minimum target would be your fresh or would be your previous all-time high. It should at least test this for sure. Many people, there is one possibility if the Nifty is too overextended. There is one chance where you could see a possibility of a double top on the bank Nifty followed by a correction. But let's not predict. It's better to react than predict. So let us see what happens when it touches over here. If there is a good amount of rejection, then probably we could go ahead and short it. Otherwise, no. So this is about what the bank Nifty is doing. Now let's go to a few other indices that are interesting. So Nifty IT is the one that has been the flag bearer of this rally from all through from 16,000, 15,900 levels till now. This is the index which has gained the most. So on an index of 27,000, it has gained almost 8,000 points. That is literally about 25-30% move. So you can just see how much is this. See, 30% move on an index which has already moved so much. So this is quite a massive rally that you have seen on the IT index in the last few weeks. So now I'm expecting a bit of a pause over here before the rally can continue. But this is just too overextended, so it just cannot keep going up. Probably this could take a pause, and Reliance should take a lead in this next leg of rally from here. This is what Nifty IT is doing. So I would not yeah, so this is what this guy is doing. One index which has turned from the support and this could is Nifty Auto. So this one is turning from a support which was also there in 2017-18. So this was the line. This was the line again. So now the minimum possibility for this would be it goes and touches this line again, this falling trend line from the top. It could go touch this trend line again. That is one possibility. And looking at stocks of this index, the best one for me where I have a position built and I've also recommended it on my Telegram channel is TVS Motors. So 500 was a very strong level for TVS. It's been holding it since 2018, 17, 18. So this is a very strong level and it's come back to retest it. And it's bounced back with a good weekly candle after that. So now the minimum target turns out to be at least 580 or maybe 600. I had given an entry for the stock at around 500. And that is where I have also taken entry and I'm holding on to positional futures in TVS Motors. This is one stock in the auto index which I find attractive. The other one is Amara Raja. So if you look at this chart too, this also has been obeying that 665, 670 kind of a level since a long, long time. And once again, it has bounced back up from there. 720 was my first target, which has been achieved. This also was there on my Telegram channel, on the private paid one. So the idea being of picking up all these low-hanging fruits is psychology. So let us say that you cannot be buying a Bajaj Finance or a Bajaj Finserv or a TCS just because of the fact that they've run up so much. And any correction in the market from here would take a big toll on those stocks. Rather than if you buy stocks at support, like let's say Amara Raja or TVS or let's say a Coal India or these kind of stocks, these are the ones where you could make decent amount of money. Maybe you will not beat those kind of returns which the top ones will be giving you, but this will give you safe returns, which and your stop loss will be very near. That is the main criteria which I choose to select stocks. So that is how my psychology works. I don't know how other people think. So that's up to you what you do with your stock selection. This is one which I liked. So I think I had given a buy call around 675, 680 ish, and 720 is achieved. Then a few others which I really like in the market per se is Coal India, which I was just talking about. So 132, you can just observe the levels which I've marked from way before, because I remember I had played the stock from here till here. So I remember how the levels work in this. It's come back to the support of 135, and then from there I got given a buy at around on 135 on the channel, and now it's bounced back up to 146. But according to the weekly candle, once it gives you a close above 150, then there's a big move over here in the offing for Coal India. So this is one stock which I'm really bullish on from here as well. Although it's already $10 up from my buying price, but I'm still bullish over here. Fresh entries also could be possible from here or from here as well. Another stock which I like would be Oro Pharma from the pharma space. So this one was available at a level which was last seen in 2017-18, and it's almost a 30% correction from the top, from almost 1000 to 700. So even a bounce of, let's say, 100 rupees cannot be rolled out at all after such a big fall. So this was the place where I entered. Around 700 bucks was where I got an entry in Namada. And now it's at 760. So let's say about 8 to 9% move within a week, which is not bad at all for the pharma counter. This was quite nice. Mm. Another one which I liked was Landmark. This is not yet a confirmation, but the day it gives you a close above 545, it's gonna bounce till, let's say, 580 or something. Because the reason why I'm long on this is, first of all, the EMA 99 EMA is coming and touching at the bottom of this, and also this is the level where it consolidated for a good 6 7 months, right? And it's again come back to the same level and started bouncing. So this is where you should be buying a stock. This is one. Another stock which is very, very bullish from here is this Mahindra and Mahindra Financial. So this weekly candle is brilliant. So even from here, it's given you a breakout. On this also, I had given a buy call around 145, 150-ish. 150 was where my buy call was on this. It's already given you 165, so quite a good move on this as well. This one also could be. And in the banking space, one stock which I particularly like is Kotak. So 1700 is a very strong support for Kotak. It's also the previous all-time high. Previously, it had touched 1700 and it had fallen down. So now it's continuously taking support at 175. I'm at 1700, I mean. So this was once, this was once, this was once again. So this is like multiple bottoms over here. So every time you see Kotak at 1700, it's a buy. एटलीस्ट कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलेगा 1800 तक तो जाना ही है बिल्कुल सो इवन दिस टाइम ऑल्सो इट्स कम बैक टू 1800 almost. And even from here, it could go up and go towards 2000 once the 1820 breakout is confirmed. So this is another stock which I liked. Then coming to Canbank, this also is quite nice. So you can see there's a cup and handle kind of a pattern that has been forming in this, and also a wedge kind of a thing. So over here, let's say a breakout above this. It's again a buy on dips candidate. You could see 175 as the first target, and beyond that, you could see 200 plus. This is one. Then, yeah, the media stocks seem to be quite oversold. I like Z. Z is one stock which I like. I'm just looking at weekly candles. You can switch down the frames and look at daily also. So weekly is this is what's happening. This was a rejection candle, and then now there's follow through price action on the green side. So let us say you get a close above 178 or 179. You could the target would be around 200 for Zeal minimum. Your stop loss again remains 170 on a closing basis. So 170 is a decent stop loss to keep from here. So this could basically be a failed breakdown. So this was came down, went back up, came down again, went back up. So now this has gone below and closed below it. So this pattern needs to get negated. So once that negation happens, then it turns into a spring setup, and then immediately it goes till 200. There's one stock you should keep your eyes on. Then TVS Motors, I think I've already discussed just now. Yeah, then comes to the favorite stock of all time, that is this. Most of you know what stock it is. Yeah, because I'm very, very bullish on this. So basically, have been buying this again and again, again and again over here, and waited a good 6 months for it. Let's say 4 to 5 months for it to break out, and now probably the patience paid off. So I've been holding futures positional from here, 525, 530 levels, and I haven't yet exited any of that. So yeah, that is the good part. So this was the target which I was looking at initially. That was around 685, 700. And I think that should be achieved this week, if not next, because just look at the continuation patterns, very, very strong. So this was a strong uptrend, gave you a pullback for 2 weeks, and then boom again. It was quite a massive rally after a long period of consolidation. And this is not going to stop over here. It's going to go much, much higher, is what my gut feel says. So any pullback towards the previous high, let's say 645 or 650, is a buy with a stop loss below 640. It's the 510 rupees stop loss should be enough. And the target would be at least 700 over here. Well, this was the stock which gave me the best week of this year in terms of trading profitability. Not too keen on showing off my P&L on Twitter because I still believe कि nazar lag jayegi. Because I'm pretty sure it's much bigger than what these other Twitter guys who've got 25, 50K followers will keep on posting 1 lakh, 2 lakh. So it's much bigger than that. So there's no point showing off. If you know what you are, then you do not need to show off. That is what I believe. So yeah, this is what Bharti is, and I'm still very, very bullish on the stock, very confident, and I am expecting a target of 700 plus, probably 800. So now there is no point for me to get out of the stock at all. So that is the plus point. So I'll just keep on trailing and holding because I've already eaten so much out of this pie. I do not really need to worry about losses in this, so I can just keep on riding. Another stock which I had mentioned on my channel was this LIC housing. So Bharti, you can just stay long as the chart is not telling you anything to otherwise. So this LIC, over this over here also this was the buy. So basically it came back over here to the previous support area of 370. So 375 is where I gave buy call, and I myself have a position in this. My target was 420 or 416, as I have marked it over here. This was my first target, and that has almost been achieved, but I'm still not yet out of the trade. I'm still sitting in this. So let us see how this trade goes. Yeah, another stock which I had mentioned on Twitter was this one. Yeah, the world's most favorite stock, Vodafone Idea, all the retailers' favorite. So this was the place where I think I had given a buy at around 5 rupees is where I started buying 5.5, 5.7. Then after that, it was seemed to be just a consolidation for 2 weeks, as you can see. So this was the entire consolidation followed by a breakout. It got rejected from 8, but it's fine. Whoever's bought the stock over here within this range has nothing to worry about. This is where I had recommended a buy on my channel or on Twitter as well कि 6 रुपए पे आइडिया मिल रहा है तो खरीदो क्योंकि ज़्यादा कुछ हारने को नहीं है चलो ठीक है I think that's it for today. If you have any other queries you can add it on the comments and I'll try to answer them in the next video that I make. Thanks. Bye.